Alright guys, estate sale haul. Have you been to an estate sale? You know the kind of fragrances they sell there? I took a chance. I got 13 fragrances. They were going to charge me $10 each, which they did, but I said I'll take the whole lot of 13 fragrances for $100. Haven't smelled them. It's going to be blind smelling on camera. I don't know what the condition of these fragrances are. They could be completely turned and smelling off. They could be treasures. If they're treasures, I can sell some of them for hundreds of dollars, but find out the fragrances I bought coming right up. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is Sebastian. Yes, I'm talking about an estate sale haul today of fragrances that I saw, and they were selling them. They were selling them for $10 each. I got the whole thing for $100. 13 total fragrances. If any of these are good, some can go upwards of, I guess, a couple of $100. Some, I don't even know. They're probably selling these already at the discounters, but there are some that are discontinued that I knew I wanted. They're in pretty bad condition. It's in a bag like this. I'm gonna empty them out. There's actually feminine fragrances here and there's masculine fragrances. There might even be one unisex or two unisex fragrances. And these are in really, really shitty condition, excuse my language. So they need to be really wiped down. I haven't really dug into them, but I took the whole thing. And I visited a family, and that's where I discovered this estate sale. So the first one I really wanted, and it's a woman's fragrance anyway, but the bottle is just gorgeous. Donna Karan's original Donna Karan fragrance. Do you guys know about this one? I don't know what condition this is in. It's a really smudgy and dirty, so it needs to be wiped down pretty big. But I think this came out in the early 90s. I remember I was actually looking at giving it to my mom at one point when I was very young. But here is some info about it right there. It looks like a swan. Is that correct? Let's see. Oh, this one actually smells pretty good. A little turned. Yeah. I get leather and powder with this one. It's a little leathery, and I think Donna Karan does do powdery fragrances a lot. Anybody know the value of this fragrance? I think this would go for about $200, $300 currently. Look at it. It's a beautiful bottle. This is one that I would love to have as a collector's item here. So this one actually smells pretty good, and I think the kind of notes that are in here make it smell good still. Because I always say if you buy citruses, the top notes go pretty fast. So you might experience really bad turned top notes. So if you're buying vintage classic fragrances, think about the fragrance you're buying. If it's a citrus heavy fragrance, skip those because those will be turned. So the next one is this one. It's Gucci pour Homme. Not sure why I took this one, but because they gave me the $100 deal for the whole lot of 13 fragrances, I did it. It's not a fragrance I would have bought. I haven't bought a fragrance from Gucci in this bottle except for the Intense, I think it's Gucci Intense Oud. So let's smell this one and see how this one is. It could be turned, it could be okay. It's also not completely full, as you can see. Not spraying very well. Oh, whoa, this one's gone. Whoa. So, yeah. Top notes completely gone bad. This is nasty, rancid, smelling, rotten citruses, kind of. You know, like when you have a lemon that turns kind of moldy? That's what I'm experiencing with this one. That one's awful. This one goes right into the trash can. Okay. This I thought was a find. I can't believe I got it. It's actually discontinued recently because of this new ingredient they're banning, or they're limiting the usage of. From the house of MFK, it's AQUA Universalis. Not the Forte version, where's the writing? Not the Forte version, but the original version. And look at this. I didn't even realize that MFK had decantable tops. I mean, I think I remember seeing these tops when I first saw the brand at Neiman Marcus back in the early 2010s. But this one looks pretty good. You can't get AQUA Universalis anymore. So let's see how this one smells. This is probably the only unisex one I bought. Well, I got. This is a citrus, so hopefully it's not turned. No, it's not turned. It does remind me of the AQUA Universalis Forte, which I do own, but this is a lot fresher, and there's a little bit of a pencil shaving like top note that I got. Maybe it's the paper, but it's very clean and laundry-like and like cotton musk kind of an experience. Wow, that's actually still pleasant in this kind of bottle. I don't think that they were doing these bottles recently, especially since LVMH took them over. Does anybody know? Do you know about the bottles for MFK? And the large bottles, were they decantable? Please do let me know. I would like to find out. Yeah, that one smells good. That one's really good. For 10 bucks? Heck yes. Okay, this one I really love the bottle. I think it's not really complete. This is Oscar de la Renta's original Oscar for women. Look at this bottle. It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful bottle. I don't think it's in good condition though, but I got it mostly for the bottle. It's just a really collectible bottle, I think. Let's see. It's actually spitting out color like a... Oh, I smell aldehydes. Fairly decent. Got the animalics in there. Oh wow, when you smell it out of this stuff is nasty. Look at it. Is it gonna focus? Come on, focus. Yeah, it's gross. It's really cruddy. I gotta wipe this thing down. But when you spray it, it's not bad. This is an early 80s fragrance, I believe. I think this is one of the first Oscar de la Renta launches. Who knows about this fragrance? And what do you guys think of the bottle? It smells good, actually. This one's not turned. It's not a citrus heavy, although it might have citruses up top. But usually that's the experience I have with the old fragrances. The citruses turn really bad. So that smells really good. When you smell it out of there, it smells pretty nasty though. Anyway, that is Oscar de la Renta Oscar. So this one, I don't know why I got this, but look at this. I Am King by Sean Jean. Anybody a fan of this one? I mean, it was 10 bucks, so let's give it a try and see how it is. This is a male targeted release. The last one was a female targeted release. That last one smells good. I don't know what I'm getting into. I never really dug into this fragrance. Oh, I can smell it. It smells like a very popular marine amber, woody kind of a thing. Watermelon is what I get. Not my favorite fragrance, but it doesn't smell turned. No, it doesn't smell turned whatsoever. But I wouldn't wear that one. Anybody know this one? Sean Jean, I Am King. There was one Sean Jean fragrance I really liked. Very fresh and citrusy, but I don't remember what it is right now. Moving on to this one. This one's probably going to be a prized fragrance. This is Bulgari's Omnia Jade. Anybody know this one? Look at there's plenty of juice in here. This is going to be pricey and valued at something or rather. Let's spray it. Oops, I'm spraying it on the wrong side. Still sprays. This one's not turned. This is not bad. It smells good. Although I'm not... It does smell aged, as in like it's gotten tired, but it doesn't smell turned. Does that make sense? It doesn't have the oomphy freshness about it, as in fresh, as in not the style of fragrance, but the freshness of the ingredients. But I think this will be worth something. I think these go for around $300, maybe even more, because it's discontinued. Anybody know this one? Do let me know. That is Bulgari Omnia Jade. This one's pretty interesting. Look at this. It's Cartier Declaration Cologne. Sadly, these are used, obviously. Estate sale. Hello, people use them and don't use them anymore. Cartier's Declaration series has been around forever. Let's see how this one smells. Okay. Oh, wow. To me, this reminds me of... Well, it reminds me of Cartier's Declaration for sure. It has that kind of woody, spicy, cardamom-y kind of a DNA in here, but it's reminding me a little bit of Gucci's cologne. Gucci Pour Homme cologne. Is that what it was called? Similar color as well. But this is definitely the DNA of the Cartier Declaration. I like this. It smells fabulous. Really, really like this one. Absolutely love it. And I never really got into this one. It's a Cartier's Declaration Cologne. But this is going to come in handy. Yeah, this one's really, really nice. It smells fabulous. It's not gone bad at all. Okay, this next one is unopened. I took a chance. I think they still sell this fragrance. It's Hugo Boss's Boss Element. How is this going to be smelling? I don't know anything about this fragrance. For 10 bucks, brand new fragrance? Let's see. Element. Is it a mineralistic kind of fragrance? Is it aquatic? Is it marine? Smells like paint thinner. With an aquatic marine kind of a backbone. I like the paint thinner part. I don't like the aquatic marine amber woody part in here. Huh. Nah. Boring fragrance. Very mass. Not even... Well, I shouldn't say it's not worth 10 bucks, but it's brand new. I wonder how old this is though. Don't have any info on it. Okay. So this one I wore in the early 90s. This, do you guys know this one? Safari for Men from Ralph Lauren. When Ralph Lauren fragrances used to be really good. I wore so much of this stuff. I really loved this bottle so much. Really, really loved this bottle. I haven't smelled it for a long time. Although I smelled it about 4 or 5 years ago at the L'Oreal Fragrances outlet store. That store is no longer there near my mom where the outlet stores are. It didn't smell good at that time, so let's see how this smells. I don't know if this is under L'Oreal or if this is... I can't figure this out. Might be L'Oreal. You know, this I think is under L'Oreal, but I think it smells pretty good. This one's not turned. But either way, not a wow fragrance like it used to be back in the day. But this one's not bad. I would wear this. I would wear it. I think it's mostly going to be for safekeeping. Plus the fact that it doesn't really have a top, which is kind of annoying. But it's 10 bucks. Okay. This is a woman's fragrance. This is Elisab Le Parfum Le Couture. This one right here. This is a fairly recent fragrance, so this one should be okay, right? Yeah, this is not bad. I mean, as in it hasn't turned yet, but it's not a fragrance I would wear or put on. It just smells very, very mass. Very, very mass. Fresh woman's kind of watery, maybe gourmandish floral fragrance. Yeah, this is not... It's still good. It smells good, but it's not my kind of favorite kind of fragrances. Even though I like gourmand florals, this one has a very mass kind of a smell. Not very like luxury, even though it's a luxury house, you know? Okay, next it's Jeffrey Bean's Grey Flannel. I have a bottle of this, but since I did the whole lot, it's... I was kind of hoping that I would strike with like vintage. I don't know if these are vintage though. This does have something written under it. I don't know if that's going to focus or if it's going to be bright enough for you guys to see. But let's smell it. This seems a little different than the one I have. It's a little muskier, and I'm also picking up a little bit of castoreum, kind of a leather smell under there, musky. Huh, very green and galbanum forward, but with that musky background. The current version that I have doesn't have that musk, that musky kind of like castoreum-like quality. So this is not bad. It does seem a little turned though. Okay, this is... It's Calvin Klein's Euphoria Men Intense. I completely skipped the Calvin Klein Euphoria series of fragrances until somebody told me to get the amber one, which I really love, and I've got it in safekeeping. This bottle seems like it's going to be falling apart. Oh God, no. Oh wow, this is nasty. What has happened to this? Wow. Ooh, I keep smelling it too. No way. This one's gone really, really bad. Nasty, nasty stuff. Really, really bad. Anybody a fan of this one? Ugh. Whoa, I can't get that smell off my mind. I got one more fragrance left. Tommy Bahama. These are pretty mass fragrances, if that makes sense. But I don't know anything about this one. Let's see. Oh God, no. Oh, whoa. Oh, that one's turned, completely turned. It has a very foul smelling, moldy citrus, gone bad kind of a smell. I don't even want that. Absolutely not. Including this one goes in the trash. And this one goes into the trash, the Gucci by Gucci Pour Homme. Those three, trash right away. But it looks like I got it the right amount. 13, so I'm throwing away 3. So it's 10 and $100. So the gray flannel seems a little off, but seems a little muskier and a little more vintage. So I don't know if this is actually vintage or not. I'm going to have to look at the bottom of the one I have. So we'll see how that goes. I think this one is in pretty good shape. The Bulgari Jade. It's called Omnia Jade. Anybody a fan of this one? This is probably gonna sell. So I'm gonna keep that for sure. I'm gonna keep all of them except those 3 that I'm gonna throw away. The Sean John I Am King. I don't need this fragrance. I can give that away to somebody. It's very marine, and I don't care for that kind of fragrance. I think my gold mines here are this one. Really love that one. The Oscar de la Renta Oscar fragrance for women. This amazing looking bottle. Love that bottle. Gonna need to be cleaned up because it's quite dirty. And then this AQUA Universalis. This smells good. Even if it's got that, like the twist off cap. And I don't think they were anymore. I think this one is in great condition. Yeah. You know, it reminds me of the Forte, but it seems thinner, if that makes sense, which is the basically correct, because the Forte is the thicker version. Did I say this one? This one's really amazing. So I don't really care for this one. This one just is too feminine and too mass smelling. It just smells kind of like not expensive. And this I don't really care for either. So those are the ones that, well, wait, where's my Omnia? The Omnia. So it's against 6 fragrance. Well, there's also the Safari. I keep forgetting this one. So the Safari is okay, but mostly I really like the Bulgari Omnia Jade, the Donna Karan fragrance, the Cartier Declaration Cologne. This one, even though it looks kind of beat up and ugly, I really like this one because it smells okay. And then AQUA Universalis from MAISON Francis Christian. So there you have it. That is my haul. A haul from an estate sale that I accidentally ran into, and here I am, ended up with 13 fragrances, and 5 of them are pretty damn good. Let me know if you've smelled these fragrances. Let me know if you wore these fragrances. Let me know if you've been eyeing to get these fragrances, at least the ones that have been discontinued and no longer for sale. Do put a comment down below. One last thing about this one, the Donna Karan, it smelled really good. It didn't even smell turned, because I think it's a leathery, powdery experience. Let me try it one more time. Yeah. It definitely has a muskiness about it as well. But it's powder, leather, and I think in those days they used actual castoreum for the leather note. Do they use castoreum? I don't think they use the real castoreum anymore in perfumes. Yeah, this is really good. Great. Anyway, let me know if you are a fan of these fragrances. Put some comments down so I can find out. Either way, guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Please like this video. Please share it. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook, and I'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one. Goodbye.